For the past 3 years, we've burned our poo. We've transformed this 20 acres of bare land in North Idaho into our dream off-grid homestead. The entire project has been done on a very tight budget, and for the first 2 years, we couldn't afford septic. In this video, it's finally time to take this property across the finish line by hooking up our house into our newly completed septic system. And by the end of this video, we're gonna have a real flushing toilet for the first time in over 4 years. Let's get to digging. Another day, another Craigslist adventure. I just picked up an equipment trailer. This is a 20-ton Heister. I think it's a 1971. It's very rough around the edges, but it has brand new tires. The bearings were just done and the brakes are fresh. This will be my first time loading this excavator on a trailer, and I've never towed a trailer this heavy before. So it just has like a mechanical, there it goes. I think you back it on. I think I need to turn around. Woo! We latched the pintle, right? Oh, it's starting to tilt. See how it's all chewed up right here? That's from people doing the exact same thing. That's from the hook going like that to strap stuff down. I think the only thing left to do is drive home. Okay, this is the spot I am the most worried about. So, here we go. I'm gonna lock the drive lines in. First one. That locked the center differential between the two rear axles. Hit it one more. That locked in the front. And here we go, heading up the hill that I'm the most worried about. It's doing it! Oh my gosh! Right up the hill. The beast. Dude! Yeah!
That works well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. 4 summers ago when we bought this property, we couldn't even get a truck full of building materials up here. Now we can tow our full-size excavator. Oh, I thought that was gonna make it tilt. There's about to be a lot of destruction in the front yard. It broke in half. Now we'll just pluck that out like a wisdom tooth, cracked in half. And finally this half. Just trying to get that stump out, like this is just all rock. There are a lot of rocks over here.
When we were building our house, our excavator could barely move these rocks. It was a mission to even just drag them out of the way, and we thought that this pile was gonna be totally out of the way. Pretty much like everything that's happened up here on this mountain, eventually they end up being in the way.
Do you remember that one? It's the one we used to sharpen the chainsaws on. It used to be way over there. There's a tree in my cab. Our pipe stubs out somewhere straight off the building right there where the cleanouts are, right into here. So we just need to get a trench into right here. So I'm gonna clean this all out and then we'll go from there.
I brought you something.
Oh, thank you. Old iron? That's appropriate. Wow, it looks so different. Okay, I'm gonna carefully dig from here out.
What happened last time you died next to the building?
I smashed a hole in it. Yeah, I changed my mind. I don't think a 38-inch bucket on an excavator makes for an ideal trenching bucket, especially right up next to a building. I think it's time to start digging.
Soften it up and then you can do the gaudy stuff.
You mentioned buying one of those Chinese minis and then I could rent it from you. How's that plan?
Yeah, for 500 a day, and I buy it for 4 grand. Minimum for a week.
There we go. There's the electrical.
Andy, what do you call that technique?
The dingle dangler.
We found the pipe we're looking for.
That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I can stop myself from staring. Thought I seen it all, but it's apparent I haven't. You got something that got my attention, and all I know is I don't wanna miss it when it hits differently.
Oh, I found a big rock.
Ooh, I gotta see.
I don't think this is the last rock we're gonna find.
Thought I'd let you know. That's what I'm looking for.
Andy, do you want to try?
Why not? It's a bit better than digging by hand.
Even though that excavator makes a gigantic bomb crater, look how fast we can dig with it. It is crazy.
And then you don't look like this. Just sweat dripping off you just to do that bit.
Okay, Andy, how many times have you operated an excavator?
I'd move if I were you. It's definitely not second nature to me. And the more I think about it, the more I get it wrong then. Do I need to like swing that way a bit?
That means they're flying south for the winter. Winter is coming. It's going a lot faster than I expected, and I think that potentially even by the end of the day, we could be putting pipe in here.
Well, we took a very quick lunch break and it is now pouring rain. Riley and I are headed over to the house build to go get the skid steer. And unfortunately, we haven't made doors for the MTBR yet, but I think I have a plan to stay warm. I know we say this every year, but gosh dang, the weather changes so quickly in North Idaho. I feel like it was just summer in 75. I think I just... Look at that, 100%. I don't know, how do you decide which one to use? This one. Oh yeah. I feel like I just hacked the system.
How many watts is it using? 100 watts.
If Riley can figure out how to get a seatbelt on, we're gonna go.
They're the silliest little windshield wipers.
I feel like, now it says I have 11 hours of heated blanket, so are we going on a road trip? Where are we going?
Where do you want to go?
Mexico, Florida, Arizona. This is actually the first time I'm seeing Riley's new tilt deck trailer in action, and I'm pretty excited.
Are you gonna be my counterweight for the trailer?
What are the odds that it goes flying up with me standing on it?
Okay, slowly walk that way now. There it goes.
Woo! Oh, teeter-totter. Woo!
That is a weird feeling.
All right, oh, Riley finishes strapping the skid steer down. I'm gonna warm myself back up. Oh yeah. Oh, hi. Rear steer is so stinking cool.
It is absolutely ridiculous how tight we can turn around with a trailer with this truck. It's time to rip up the driveway we spent so much time and effort building. The hardest part is getting started. I think I'm all lined up though to get us right where we want to be back there. Whoa, there's something there. It's going really well. Actually, I was worried about how many rocks were going to be in this area because we pushed a bunch of rock here with the dozer. But the excavator is going right through it. Courtney, from here, are my eyes playing tricks on me or is it downhill over there? Look, old burn pile down here. Wait, is this uphill or is this downhill? What's the lowest point from here to here? You think there? I think it's over here. Math doesn't lie. but my eyeballs definitely do. So we're gonna use the laser, see what the lowest point is. Okay, it's definitely higher here than there. A lot higher here. It's slightly lower here. I'm measuring how deep the poo pipe is at the T. Oh, it's way deeper than I thought it was. Oh yeah.
You know Mary Hannah's turds are in there, don't you?
Yeah, so this is like 4 feet deeper than over there. So we have plenty of slope. We just need to dig it out more across the road. Oh! That's just mud. Look down it. There's no turds.
Watch my turds go down. Hi. Belly button. Yeah.
So the laser confirmed what I was suspicious of, which is over there on the other side of the road, we are too low. About where the excavator bucket is right now, we are too high, but we have plenty of fall to where we're gonna tie into the septic tank right here. So all we have to do is take the section across the driveway down a little bit so that we have slope from the other side of the driveway all the way to the septic tank. Yeah, don't fall in the hole. I think that's good now. Beep, 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 beep. So now we want to make sure we have at least 6 inches here, and we have more like 12, so yeah, we're good now. The next obstacle is going to be to not rip the sewer line that runs from the tiny house to the septic tank out. How deep do I dare dig? I think that's as deep as I dare. I really don't want to hit that. Gosh, it feels like I could just dig a little more with the excavator. Andrew says that excavator operators are allergic to shovels. You're digging in the right spot though. Would you like me to dig a little bit? Woohoo! Gold. I'm really surprised how compacted that ended up. It's the electrical wire. We're not that far off. It's got to be almost, we're almost there. Also the
Whoa!
Yep, there it is. Nice, Courtney, look at that. Cool. What a productive day though. We moved 2 machines over here. We dug a giant trench. We ripped up the driveway. We tore up the yard and we found both ends of the pipe. But that's it for today and we'll see you tomorrow. Andy, break time.
Can that little thing actually power it?
That way around.
Going inside means taking your boots off, so.
Oh, we're
It's on.
1,000. But it's going to pull like 1,500. You could have a brew station anywhere with this thing. Like in the back of the excavator.
Do you want tea or coffee?
Coffee. Oops. 1900 watts. Oh, yep, there's the coffee. Rated for 1800 watts of continuous output, but we just ran it at 1950 for like 2 minutes to make tea and coffee at the same time. I'm pretty impressed. Have you seen how big this trench is? All right, it's a new day. Today we're gonna be laying pipe all the way from the shop down to the septic tank. Ran to the hardware store this morning, got all the supplies we need, but you know how plumbing projects go. Every plumbing project is one missing part away from a 2-hour detour back to the hardware store. We're gonna be running water, power, and sewer in this trench. I have no idea if you're allowed to do that, but we're gonna do it. Standing down there and looking back at the pipe, I could just see there's a little dip right here in the pipe, and it's actually sloped the wrong way right here. This is settled by probably about 1 inch. And there's a big rock right there that's definitely in the way. I think the easiest way to fix this is going to be to just cut this right here, try to get that rock out and dig this trench out more. Another day, another rock in our way. What?
Here.
What? What? It's time to start laying pipe. My favorite activity. That's way better. Thank you for getting that rock out, Andy. This spot requires 4 cans of glue. Step 1, primer, PVC glue. Oh man, it actually came pretty clean. That goes there. And then now we use transition cement because we're going from PVC to ABS. And finally, ABS glue. No going back. This is exciting, Courtney. Like, oh, Andy, can you help me push and twist? Oh, yeah. And then a little twist. There we go. That's it. Woo! What's gonna be funny is every time Karen like does the dishes and a little bit of water comes out. Okay, ready? Push. There you go, twist. Oh guys, our slope looks perfect now. Aha, look at me. Okay, so now we're gonna mark each one of these. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we just stick this on, rotate to our mark. Boom! Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? Whoa! What did you blow that down? No, you just made all the water come out of the P-trap and more water come out. Oh, that is stinky! Desperate times, desperate measures. Little red hot blue glue. This stuff is okay for wet conditions. Line up the marks. Boom! Nice, and that got us our angle we needed so we get from here to here. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ooh. I never thought I'd be this excited about gluing pipes together, or about toilets. Wait, no, I've always been excited about toilets. Same thing, I think we should support it right here a little bit. We've got a lot of gap between our pipe and our trench, so we're just gonna sort of support it as we go to try to keep this pipe at a consistent slope, even though our trench goes like this.
So I put the milk in first, and I feel like that was a...
Oh yeah, no, he's always like really like, no, you can't put the milk in until after it's steeped for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
We're almost connected, Courtney. In a previous video, we hooked the tiny house up to septic, so there's already been effluent running through here. I'm about to cut the cap off so we can tie our house in. Whoa, it's Andy's turds. How much poop have I dealt with in my life? It's a lot. I've had some poopy jobs, I tell you what. Can we do this with a 45? That kind of points that way. Yeah, how do I do this? How do we get this into that? I feel like there's a timer that's about to say, meh, time's up. Courtney, you already placed your bet. You said it's not gonna work. Andy, what do you think? It's not quite right, is it? We can't figure out how to make this work. Less than a 90 or more than a 45 with 90s and 45s, that's all they sell. I think we're getting somewhere here. Okay, so we need to use a 45 kind of pointed up like this, and then this. Does that look like something we can work with? Okay, that's connected. No turning back. This is the last connection to a project that we've been working on for 4 years. Here we go. We're hooked up. We don't have a toilet yet, but we have septic hooked up to our house.
Okay, you guys, here we go. For the first time ever, we are about to have septic hooked up to our house. I'm gonna run the shop sink. I'm gonna call Riley and he's gonna lift down the pipe. And hopefully we see water flowing into our septic tank. Okay, are you ready?
I can see down the pipe.
There we go, water's running down the pipe.
Okay, I can hear something. I can hear just sort of a noise coming down the pipe. Whoa, we got water. Look how cool that is. Courtney, 4 years later. Andy,
Nice job, guys.
thanks for the help. We'd like to thank EcoFlow for being a longtime supporter of this channel. For 3 years now, we've been relying on their products to power this off-grid lifestyle. EcoFlow recently sent us their new Delta 3 Plus, and at just under 27 pounds, it has been the perfect power station for projects like this. I can easily recharge it through a wall socket, solar panels, a car charger, or a generator. And the Xtreme technology gives it a lightning fast recharge time of as little as 56 minutes. The X-Quiet technology means that even when it's running under maximum load, I can barely hear it working. And with a 5-year warranty and 10-year lifespan, it'll probably last longer than the tools you're powering with it. Upgrade your portable power game today with EcoFlow's new Delta 3 and River 3 series. During their exclusive pre-order, you'll get a free Delta bag, and make sure to use this code for an extra 5% off the Delta 3 Plus. And thanks again to EcoFlow for powering our projects. Andy and Mary Hannah have been staying down here this summer in an RV. They have their RV park down here, and we sort of like got temporary hookups done. We got a hose run, a big extension cord run down here so they'd have power and water, which I think made us go like, why don't we set up like a real RV hookup there so that when friends and family visit, it's like, it's all set up and ready to go. So that's exactly what we're doing. We're getting an RV hookup set up down here. Ooh, it glue matches. Oops, I just used the wrong glue. Hopefully PVC to ABS transition glue also just works PVC to PVC. I don't see why it wouldn't. Ah, it must be the end of the day. Feels like a Friday. Feels like end of day on a Friday. Oh my gosh, Riley. What are you doing? Next up, water. This thing right here is called a frost-free hydrant. And basically what this is it's a way to have water that is freeze-proof. So when you open and close this valve, boom, water comes out. When you close it, water stops just like a normal thing. The valve assembly is actually way down here in the bottom where it's gonna end up buried underground so that it won't freeze. What do you think? We'll put this like here. And a T, no going back, cut. I did that on purpose, yeah. If you cut a post at a little bit of an angle, then the water will run off and not rot out the top of the post. I just invented that idea after the post was cut crooked. When you shut the water off, all of the water in the pipe drains back out of the pipe, out this little weep hole right here. So it's really important also we backfill with gravel so that water has a place to go. So this will be filtered water that goes through our 3-stage filter and UV light system. It'll come from the house down to here where it'll tee up to here to feed an RV and then over to the tiny house. Which means the next step is to just run the line up to the house. Andy's taking over. He couldn't stand seeing me struggle. That's the sign of a true friend. Does that mean it's time for me to go on tea break? Okay, well I think we have enough pipe, so that's good. Way back when we poured our concrete, we ran 2 waste lines out because at the time we thought there was a really good chance we'd be separating our black water, meaning our toilet water, from our gray water, like our shower water. Ultimately, we decided not to do that. So we have an extra pipe going through our concrete and we're just gonna route this water line and the electrical line through that to get up inside the building. That keeps it below grade. It gets it through our concrete on the inside of the building where hopefully nothing will freeze. Okay, under this electrical.
This is like having cups.
Yeah, can you hear Andy in there? Okay, I'm pushing. Oh, nope. Yep, okay, I'm pushing.
Right.
That's it.
Nicely done.
It worked. All right, well, Andy wraps up the electrical work to get the RV plug installed. I'm gonna start backfilling this trench. I can't believe it's the end of day 2 of this project and it's already time to start backfilling. So the dirt from behind the shed over there doesn't have any rocks or anything in it, so I'm just gonna put some of that rock-free dirt over the top of everything, then we'll backfill with all this other random dirt. Cool machine. Makes a sweet wheelbarrow. Yeah, it's really nice. There's like just no rocks in it back there. With the pipes covered in like soft rock-free dirt, it's time to put the rocky, nasty fill back on top. Do I have a big hydraulic leak? Oh, it's water because it rained last night. Yeah, it was water up there. Never mind. Tell you what, once you get started in that excavator, it is really hard to do anything but just keep on going. You want to just keep digging, 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 working, 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 go, go, go. Man, we're making good progress, Andy. We got done what we want to get done today. The house is hooked up to septic, we've got water, we've got power run, and the driveway is open again. We still have a lot of dirt work to do before we can call this project done, but I'm feeling really, really good about the progress. So with that, we'll see you tomorrow. Well, we've managed to use the Delta 3 Plus down to 25%. Let's go test the recharge speed. On the back, we have 2 solar ports and an AC port, as well as an extra battery port. Plug it in. And there it goes. It's charging at 1440 watts and it says it's going to take 43 minutes. Just over 45 minutes later and we are at 90% state of charge, which means that even when I don't prepare for a project ahead of time, in less than an hour, I can have the Delta 3 Plus fully charged. I spent a few hours this morning and I got most of this trench covered up. Things are actually going really, really well. As I keep working on filling in this trench and doing our grading and stuff, I'm also going to start thinking about a landscaping plan for the front yard. This is the nice soft dirt I'm getting from behind the shed. It's like this sandy, loamy, clayey mixture. It's been working really well to bed these pipes. Basically, I just bring a big load over with the skid steer, shovel it around the pipe, pack it in. Because the dirt that we took out of here is full of big rocks, and we don't want those rocks damaging these pipes. Skid steers have awesome visibility going forward, and a horrible visibility out the back. Like, can't see anything back here at all. All right, here we go. Getting another load of dirt from behind the shed. So a lot of times projects around here just aren't as linear as I want them to be. Like this project, for example, I wanted to dig a trench, install a septic line, bury my trench. But instead we also had to do power and water and all these other things. We needed extra fill dirt. Well, then in the fill dirt process, I realized that the drainage back here behind the shed isn't right. I think it's just sort of the nature of self-developing a property like this over time when we have time.
We knew that things were gonna have to get uglier before they could get better over here, but I'm so excited that we're on the getting better phase and we're filling the trench back in.
You gotta dig it all up to put it all back.
I cannot believe that our house is hooked up to septic. I ordered a toilet. It'll be here in 3 days, which means in 3 days, we're gonna have a flushing toilet. I'm really looking forward to today. Today, we're gonna get rid of all of the destruction, start putting things back, and we're gonna do some landscaping over here that we've talked about doing, I think, since we built our house.
All right, here we go. Placing our first rock in our new, is it called a landscape plan if we don't have a plan? We do have a plan. The plan is to stack rocks until it looks, whoa, didn't mean to drop that. We're moving what I'm calling the VW bug rock, because it probably weighs more than a VW bug. Oh my gosh, this is about the most I think we can lift with this excavator. And I thought we'd put it right here.
Perfect. Thank you.
It is absolutely crazy that I can just be like, oh, I want to use that rock over there, and then just go grab it. And then when it gets closer to me, like, look how big that rock is. That rock is huge. It's looking really cool. Small rocks in the bottom, big rocks on the bank. Yeah. Moving rocks is a lot of work.
I have this vision for like this really big rock right when you pull up that I plasma cut a sign for, and Riley said he found the perfect rock.
That is a big rock.
Oh yeah. It broke.
I don't know if that's the one.
I don't think that's the one.
I don't think that's the one. I didn't mean to break it, but yeah, I don't know. That's not the right shape. We need one that's like more blocky.
That looks so cool. I think it's so crazy when there's like a smooth round river rock. How did this get here? Look what I found in the dirt.
Oh, a Christmas ornament from the year we built our truck camper.
Does it feel like forever ago?
That feels like a long, long, long time ago.
And we're about to have a toilet for the first time in 4 years. We didn't have a toilet
In the camper.
Oh my gosh.
One day at a time.
Adds up to a lot of days and a
Yeah.
lot of work and so much progress.
It's toilet day. I have never been this excited about a toilet in my life. Well, maybe once or twice before, but it's an exciting day because it is toilet day for our house.
If you want to learn more about our incinerator toilet, I'll put a link to those videos down here, but the gist is that we didn't have money to install a septic, so we put an incinerator toilet in. It was great. I'd totally do it again, but there are some downsides, and I'm really looking forward to having a real toilet.
This is the last time I'm gonna empty my toilet. Okay. Whoa, it's hot. Did you use the toilet?
No, you told me not to, so I didn't use it.
Oh, it's because I opened and closed the lid and it flushed itself and then it burned. It burned even though there was nothing in it to burn. So, in case you were wondering what about 2 months of ash looks like, there it is. Whoa, there's a snake.
There's a snake?
Yeah, see it on the little mat right there? Oh, that's too hot. Well, usually I find a stick and then I kind of scrape it out a little bit. Oh, end of an era. Toilet, we appreciate your 2 years of service, and I'm sure we'll see you on a future project soon. Drop it in the comments below. Where should we use this toilet next? Camper build, boat build, cabin build, man cave?
A cabin on the top of the mountain? What do you mean a man cave?
No, like an actual cave though.
Oh.
Basically, this sucked fresh air in for combustion, and then this was the chimney where it exhausted all of the poo smoke. It kind of smelled like a cross between a barbecue and burning hair. I'd heard of sweeping your chimney before, but I'd never heard of sweeping your toilet. There it is. Had you noticed the poo juice that had been dripping out of this little condensation vent? Like onto the deck?
Is that really what that is?
Yeah, it's condensation from...
I had zero complaints about the cleanliness of this toilet until this moment right now, but this is gross.
Ready, set, go.
Would now be a bad time to tell you I have to go to the bathroom?
I think you can go in the woods. You're up.
Paper mache arts and crafts right here.
Oh, you're a pro, Courtney. Nice. I don't know if I jinxed it or if I just had a premonition when we were at the store buying parts, but this just seemed like a good idea.
Pretty sure real plumbers are going to tell you that's a horrible idea.
Wow, it looks like a clog
Yeah.
point. Like when you flush the toilet, it goes bam and hits that right there, and then it's supposed to like.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty sure we had a joist.
That's not good.
That is like not gonna work. Courtney. What? Wait, what is that? Wait, why is there plumbing right underneath this? Why didn't I plan this better I would say it's plan B, but I think it's more like plan G, maybe even like W. The #1 goal is don't wake Oliver up because he is napping. And that's why I'm gonna use a power tool right below his bedroom. This needs to drop in like this.
I'll build a rocket in my basement. I'm gonna fly it to the moon. This supersonic is amazing. You're gonna feel my sonic boom. I'm flying high, I'm never coming down.
Home Depot sells 2 different kinds of PEX nut that are not compatible with each other. The one that uses these crimp rings, the other one that like is the push-on ones. Should I pay extra careful attention now when selecting fittings? Okay, here we go, cutting into the house's supply line. I think I turned the water off. No. Okay, I don't know if you can tell by the state of just frantic chaos happening in here, but we're in the frantic chaos stage of the project. Last 2 glue connections. Yeah, I mean, we dry fit it and it fits, so there's no reason it won't fit. It's still always a little bit nerve-wracking. It's in. Woo!
Nice job.
We have a toilet hooked up and we didn't have to tear the entire building apart. What'd you find? Oh, a new place for Oliver to play. Wow, that's a beast. A real flushing toilet. Doing the wax ring boogie. No leaks, no leaks. Should we turn the water on?
Yeah.
Filling up with water, Courtney. This means that after 4 years, Courtney and I are gonna have a flushing toilet for the first time.
You guys have watched us build this house for over 3 years, and every single day, things like this felt so far away. I really can't believe it.
I think this week where we've been working on all these like projects that I legitimately never ever thought we were ever going to get to has been so rewarding. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting our channel, and thank you for making these dreams come true. We are so excited about the rest of the projects we have this year. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching, and
We'll see you next time.
mwah.
Okay, flush the toilet.